Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth, and I'm a little off camera. Let's see. See how I can fix that. There. Ooh, and a little bit up. Ha-da-da-da-da. Hello. I am just going to double check to make sure I am live on my own channel. And, oh, look, my new thingy. It worked. Can I hear me? That's the next big question. Yes, I can hear me. Turn that down. Gonna give myself a thumbs up. How is everybody doing today? Let's go to the live chatty chat. Kim in Alaska is gonna listen covertly. Maureen Pryor. Hello, Heather from Sunflower Fields Design. Hello. Miss Dawn and Cordelia. Hello, lovely ladies. Jean says, shh, be very, very quiet. And then yells, hi, Kim in Alaska. Let's see here. I said, there's a Melissa K. And Ms. PJB Stamper, a.k.a. Pam. Hello. Crystal's Creations. Hello. Look at all these lovelies in the chatty chat. I do thank you for popping in today. And welcome to October. We had our first cup of cocoa yesterday. Oh, the chocolate raspberry cocoa is so yummy. And then I had me some candy corn finally. And I had to share. But it was tasty. Oh my goodness. Yes. And then I've got some of my Halloween stuff out because my daughter wanted to put out all the skeletons, which, they're so cute. I'll be taking pictures of those and posting them in our Facebook group. Okay. And, you guys, as usual, I'm a last minute crafter. I very rarely have a plan. And I'm like, I just updated all of my schedules in Streamlabs. So you guys should always get your notice 30 minutes prior. Hopefully, if everything goes right. Still working on the calendar thing. Google says I should be able to share it. But when I shared it, nobody can get into the calendar. So I'm trying to fix that so that you can also integrate a Google Calendar for Chat with Sassy into your own calendar and get notified, hopefully, that we're going live. Yeah, lots of people with the yucky yucks. Miss Pam got hit with the yucky yucks. She's still trying to get to beta. Lisa, hello. Ooh, Crystal's Creation got a free month of Cricut. Gotta love that. Look, it's Miss Craft with Barbara Drake. I haven't seen you in a while, Miss Barbara. How are you doing? I hope all is well out there. And so, because I'm not a planner, but I was like, you know what? All of the Mondays in October, I'm going to do Halloween. Because I love me some Halloween stuff. And there is going to be one Paper Craft Wednesday that is Halloween themed, and that's because I have special guests. Boop, boop, boop. So, yeah, I'm super excited for that. And that is Wednesday the 26th. You guys, finally get Miss T on here. And if you haven't seen Not Afraid of Color, that's where she's from. So she'll be hanging out with us on Wednesday the 26th, if everything goes right. It's tentative. Is it tentative? Is that the word I need? Because life happens. And it's that season for yuckiness. So hopefully everybody stays healthy and fabulous. Emily, hello. Thanks for popping in. You guys are so wonderful. Okay, so being a last minute me, just moments ago, I pulled this stuff out of a drawer. I'm like, let's do some red. Let's do the vampire. Let's do some bats. Because, you know, batty bats and vampires. Now, what we're doing, you can do with anything. If you don't have bat paper, my paper, I don't know how old this paper is. It's just bat paper. But maybe you have a bat stencil. You know, there's a lot of stencils out there that have clusters of bats. You could stencil and texture paste your batty bats. Or you could do pumpkins or pretty much anything. Just a good pattern. And then you guys are so funny. Sorry, I'm giggling because I'm reading the comments. They're talking about getting people sick through breathing on each other and stuff through the chat. It's hilarious. Okay, where was I? So a nice textured paper, a nice solid paper, because we need our little vampire to stand out. And these, I've got a set of these. So they progressively get smaller. This is the largest out of the set, and it is through Crafter's Companion. I honestly don't know. Did I write down what it is? No bats in the belfry. So that's a Crafter's Companion set. That one is, yeah, that one it didn't say that, or I didn't write it down. But you know, if you have stackable dies, you know, if you have scallops, then cut yourselves some scallops and then a circle to go in the middle. And then we will also need a piece of white. Do I have a scrap piece? Yes, I do. I've got to clean up because I'm going to do this part in red. I'm going to do the circle in white so that we can stamp our little vampire. Now, this is an old vampire, so you're going to go into your stash and find something that'll work. Maybe you have a Frankenstein. You know, it doesn't matter. And he can be bigger than your circle, too. It'll still work. What you would do, if your image is bigger than your circle, just stamp it, fussy cut it, send it through your scan and cut, and then lay it over the top. We just need a circle. See, mine's going to be really spot on, but we just need a little bit of contrast, and ours is going to be the white contrast after we stamp him in black. And then our red is going to be a heavy contrast against, see how well it just pops right off the page next to our little bats. And we need a card base. La 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 la. Lovely card bases from Kim in Alaska. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to do a red trim. Okay, I'm going to cut this down so that I have a nice red trim. Then I'm going to have my bats. Then we're going to have our circles of red. How fun is that? Ooh. Since I'm already getting out my dies, I could get out my stacky thingies. Hero Arts, where are you? I always forget to use these, you guys. I know you guys have them too. Our stackable framies. Look at that. Let's see what we got going on. Our nesting dies. So this one is straight up that size. So we're going to go the next one down. Oh, look at that. That's going to give us a beautiful edge. So that'll be my red. Okay. And then my bats will be one step down from that because I don't need a ton of red showing. Okay. So then I can cut my little bats out with that. And what I'm just going to do for this is just grab some big old scissors. And I'm going to cut it kind of close so that I can save my paper. Have the most bat usage for the next item. Did I cut that far enough out? Yes, I did. So now I'm just going to go up from there and pretend to know how to cut a straight line. There we go. So this one should be our bat. Look at that. We're going to get a nice clean cut from that. Ooh, I even bought the stitch dies, didn't I? Did I even put them away? Okay. Stitch dies. Are you here? No. Where are my stitch dies? I've got my hexagon dies. See, this is what happens when you don't put your stuff away. Like, so yeah, you can even use your stitch dies. Ooh, that's gonna bug me. What did I do with those? Ooh, I don't know. But that's okay. So we've got our red. We've got, we're gonna cut that out of there. We're gonna cut that out of there. Cut that out of there. We're gonna do lots of choppity chopping. Oops. That was a mistake. Okay, let's try this again. Sorry guys, I know I should not have tried to fold it to that way. Let's flatten these out the best we can. There we go. Okay, let's try it this way. There we go. Set this out of the way. And something just fell. Fabulous. Get our little cutting mats. Get our big old hefty die machine. Ugh. Okay. Move that so that lays flat. Make sure we got a nice flat surface. There's that. And we're gonna cut into that one. We're gonna do our scallop, and we're going to do our circle. And if I do this circle just right on this piece of paper, I can use this on another card. Or if you have a smaller scrap, absolutely use that. I'm just going to set that there. It almost looks even on those sides. Then we're going to slide our top plate in and send it through to the other side. Squish. I can't pull it out from the other side the way I have this set up today. So we're coming back through. Mr. Jim, hello, hello. And see this? We have this nice little opening. I'll just have to trim that down, which is no biggie because I like a little border anyways. And then we could decorate this and put something on the inside and have this for another day. So I'm going to set that over there. And then we have our perfectly stitched die. Look at that. And then our beautiful little scallop, which we're going to make our little medallion just like so. Oh, lovely. So we're going to set these aside so we don't lose them. Try not to lose them anyways. And then we're going to go for our rectangles. And we're going to go in at an angle. Try not to catch our dies straight on. just set those on there. We're going to scooch this back out so I can set my plate on there. Make sure everything's looking good. All right, so that cut beautifully. Look at that. Nice, beautiful cut. Don't have to judge the trimmings. And that actually did come out the other side, so that works. So is everybody chopped? I think so. Linda, hello. Are you going live after I am all done, Miss Linda? Oh wait, no, this is Monday. She likes to go live on Wednesdays. I think I did that last Monday too. I was like, are you next? It wasn't even. Okay, so nice, simple, easy. Oh, look at that. Beautiful framing. And look at that. How awesome sauce is that? You guys, we can make a bunch of these because that went really quick. But we're going to glue these parts down so we don't lose them. Maybe. There we go. A little bit of glue. Don't need a ton. And we're just going to get that eyeballed into the center there. Look at that nice white border. Okay. Then we're going to make sure our bats go, because they're directional, so we want to make sure, because I'm notorious for putting things upside down. Let me tell you. Aw. Cricut Joy not recognizing the mat. Could it be a dirty lens? Because those lenses that recognize all that stuff, you know, they can get dirty because that they do the cutting, and the cutting throws a little bit of paper dust. Look at how easy peasy that was. This would be super cute just like that. You just put a little spooky sentiment across there and send that off. But yeah, if you had a stencil, you could totally do texture paste and stuff. Mr. Simon Hurley. I need some texture paste in shady. I need shady texture paste. That's what I need. Miss Judy has popped in too. Okay, and then we're going with, here's our little circle die, which I'm going to stamp our little vampire. Okay, look at that. He's going to fit just barely. I'm going to bring him down a little. Okay, because it's just his little arms are crossed, so I don't mind if they stamp off. So we're going to stamp him down just a little, so I have a little bit more white at the top. I do want this to look really good. I don't want it to mess up. So we're going to pull out Miss Misty. Say, Misty dear, come here. Okay. And then we're going to... My magnet has been extra pushy these days. I don't know what's up with it. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put you there. I'm going to put our little circle right there so it stays put. And then we're going to set him right there. Kind of get the evenness of our white area. And we're going to pick him up and we're going to stamp him out with some black. And we'll watercolor. He doesn't need a lot of color, so we're just going to watercolor a little bit of color on him. And not even, I don't even know if we need to. We'll find out here in a hot second. Okay. So I got my VersaFine Clair. I'll make sure I got a little bit of black on the mat there. He's nice and inky. Okay, so we got some splotches going on right there. So we're just going to ink him again. Yeah, this is a fun one I got from Creative Vision when they were closing up their, oh, look at him. Just look at how beautiful he is. So yeah, I don't even know. We might do a little bit of lunar paste on his medallion and like the buttons and stuff. But I don't think I want to add too much color because, you know, vampires, they don't see the sunlight. So their skin is on the white side anyways. So we don't have to add any skin color. Because dude is that way. Ooh, we could add a little bit of red lunar paste to his eyeballs. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, Emily, how fun. She's got the Tim Holtz Distress watercolor pencils. Super exciting. Okay, now I'm going to bend my mat because I don't want to bend my little dude. But look at, and then he's going to go on the red medallion. Ugh. Such a good choice. And then that's going to go right there. Oh, look at. How fun is that? And you can decide, like, if I want to see that bat versus that bat, you know, you can change this up where that goes. But I think I like it a little bit higher in case I get a little needy for a sentiment. But I probably won't. You know me, I don't usually do sentiments. It's very rare. So we're going to put this back together. Put that back together like so. Put you away and put my little dude back so he doesn't get lost. And he did come with some sentiments. And a little splatter and some bats. It's like blood drive, fresh donors needed. Happy Halloween from your favorite pain in the neck. Favorite pain in the neck. But yeah. So let's grab our paintbrush. We use the Arteza one because that has already got glitter on it. And then we're going to get some bee sting and some, where is, there you are. trying to reach into my bin. I need a different bin for these. Leah, aka Glazbella, how are ya? She was hanging out in Dawn's live the other day. Thanks for popping over. So yeah, so I got a little bit of the Slippery When Wet, which is a very golden lunar paste. So this is the one I recommend if you're unsure. You know, I don't own a lot of, I own one other brand of texture paste that's like this. So I can't compare for you guys. But I love the lunar paste. And if you're wondering, just get this one because it's going to go for all your holidays, all the accents, all year round, and it's fabulous. But I also have a little bit of the red. I've got these little fuzzies. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of gold around his medallion. And you can, if you're going to add water, like take out a tiny bit, okay? Just take out a little bit. You don't want to put water into your mix. And I use my stuff so much that I don't need the plastic. But if you're a limited user, make sure that plastic goes deep. Okay, we don't want it just across. Go deep, push the air out. The air is what dries these out. So push the air out. Get that plastic down in there. Okay. So I'm just going to pick some of this up with my brush. Brushy brush. Okay, the more water we add, the more transparent it's going to get. Okay. And this thing I think is pushing out a little bit too much water. Find out here. Yep. Ugh. Okay. Bad idea. You're broken. You're out of here. Let's grab a fine. Ugh. It just ruined my shirt. Okay, it's not too bad. I'll show you how to fix that. Let's grab a paintbrush. We're going to do the old-fashioned painting here. If I quit running over things, that would be great. Okay, fine. I know I have a nice teeny weeny little paintbrush. There's probably enough water right there. So I've got some water, just some water, and so I'm just going to get the rest of this wet and kind of make it blendy blend. Okay, because that happens sometimes. So instead of having a wet spot that turned everything gray, I just went and got everything wet so it's all gray now. So I don't have to re-stamp it. And then we're going to dab on a little bit of goldeny, slippery when wet lunar paste. And you want to add some water. Otherwise, you're going to cover your lines in your stamp and it won't look like rope. Okay. So you do want to thin it out just a teeny weeny bit. Because the thicker it is, the less transparent it becomes. Okay, so I'm just going to go in the D with some of this lunar goodness. Ooh, look at that. Go in for the buttons. Oh, there's only one button there. Okay. So we're going to do that button. That button. Get these a little bit thicker because I don't mind if there's no buttonholes. Okay. Pick that up. Put that right there. Ooh, looky, looky. And just take our time. Dab it in just like normal coloring. If the area is too small, just dab it in. And if you didn't have enough, you just go back and dab more in. Mine wasn't quite bright enough. So now we have a little lunar paste, sparkly sparklies. And our shirt is drying up so it doesn't look like we made too much of a mess. Good idea there, Ms. Pam. We could add a little bit of red to his little fangins. So I'm just gonna lunar paste. Okay, it dries hard. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure you wash your brushes. And I just did swoosh swoosh, swoosh swoosh. It's all clean. Okay, that teeny little bit, we're just gonna scoop that right out of there. Make sure our palette knife, if it dries on these plastic or metal, it'll pick right off. It's really lovely about that. Okay, so we're gonna take a teeny weeny bit. Okay, same thing, just a teeny weeny bit, just like so. Okay. Oops, almost ran that right through. So I'm just going to get my brush wet and pick up a little bit of the red. Okay. And then I'm going to dot his, I'm going to very carefully dot his eyeball. Oh, I got it. I got it. I dotted that eyeball. And on my paintbrush, it's like sticking out a little bit. So that's what I'm aiming down, is this little teeny bit that's hanging off the brush. And I know it's hard to see, but it's there. It's a teeny weeny bit of lunar paste just hanging off the brush. And I'm going to try and aim for the center of the eye and grab it. Oh my goodness. So his little shiny red eyeballs. Because he wants to hypnotize you. And then we're just going to add a little bit of the lunar paste right over the black, you guys, because like I said, the thicker you put it on, the more opaque it is. So it's actually going to show up over black. Oops. He's a messy vampire. It's got a little mess going on there. There we go. Just add that right in there. Yeah. There he is. And all of his glittery glory. Isn't he cute? And again, just wipe that right up. If it dries on there, okay, don't panic. Your glass mat is a non-porous surface. Wipes right off. And if it's like really stuck on, which doesn't happen often, but you can use a straight blade to clean it up. Let's move that water so we don't spill it. Make sure our brush was clean, which we did a good job of swoosh swooshing that. Now, the thinner the paste, the quicker it dries. I want to be careful because I did dab a little bit of thickness in the eyes and stuff, but it'll still dry really quick. Bye, Linda. Have fun with the pooches. Okay, so now we have options. You know, this is a pretty simple card, so we could glue him down and then glue it down. Very, very easy for mailing. You know, it's not going to cost you any extra postage. Or we could pop it up, which still may not cost extra for postage if it stays under the ounce. You know, your first ounce is your postage stamp. Unless you're mailing out to Canada or someplace, then you get your first 2 ounces are free, which I thought was kind of rude. I'm like, ugh. So yeah. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the medallion-y part. And then we're going to plop this down on here. Kind of eyeball it. We're making sure we have the same amount of room between our little scallops. Look at that. Just dab that on. I try not to touch my lunar paste areas. And then we're going to foam tape that bad boy right down, because why not? Right? Foam tape is fun. Doesn't weigh much. That's why you can still use foam tape and sometimes not have extra cost when you're mailing. Okay, so I cut me some foam tape. Go down the center. Go down the side. Come hither in. Foamy foam tape. Right there. Look at that. And we're going to peel and stick. Thank you. Good way to bring in a pop of color, you know, to an otherwise almost monochromatic with the black and white, right? Okay, so I've already decided that I want to make sure this bat is shown, because I mean, he's a pretty predominant bat, and so I want to make sure that I get just above this bat. So my next thing is to make sure I have the same amount of room here as I do here. I'm not worried about the top as much. Okay, I'm just worried about those sides, and of course making him upright. But I think we're gonna be okay right there. So we're just gonna gently set that there, double check, and permit. Commit. That's the word. Commit by pressing that down. And we can check our lunar paste. And yes, that is all nice and dry that quick. Look at that. Aw, isn't he cute? Oh, well, yes, my new glasses. I wish you guys could actually see them. They're so light. They hardly weigh anything. And I'm like, are they there? Are they like there? And I have a big head. For the longest time, I wore men's glasses because they were only wide enough. And these are perfect. Sometimes, yes. Okay, so that's, 40 minutes of me chatting and going slow. Look how adorable that is, though. Nice, fun, easy card. And, you know, you bust out a couple of these. You can mail them off in the morning, and they will still arrive in time for your recipient to get it on or before Halloween. You're holding lots of brains, right? How cute. Now, if we wanted to do Frankie, I would change it up and do like greens and stuff. You know, just because he's Frankenstein and he's represented by greens. But that is that. Melissa K. Probably not. It will probably not help me find all the things because I'm missing a lot of the things. But since I'm done early, I mean, how quick was that? You guys, if you know your pattern, okay? We've got our background, our designer paper, and then our 2 medallion pieces. You cut all these pieces. If you need 10 cards, you're going to cut this 10 times, 10 times, 10 times, 10 times, and then stamp, stamp, stamp. And then get all of your embellishments done, and then assemble. And you're going to have the quickest cards. You should make them. And actually, I'm going to share with you guys, since I'm all done. I did get a piece of Happy Mail today. Miss Dawn. Look at this. This is from Miss Dawn. It's beautiful. Aw, I loved it. I think she was doing these lives, and I was like, I like that. And she sent it. Look at how pretty. And it's got sparkly bits in there from a spray. Gotta love that. And she did, oh, see, I would write with white because I would. Which reminds me, I gotta buy some more white pens. But isn't that beautiful? Okay, now I need to zoom. Uh-oh, I lost my dog. I wonder if that's what fell earlier. Okay, I have my little dog on my camera, and now he's missing. But I need to zoom out so you guys can see that I finished this. Oh, it fell off. But that's okay. I think I'm going to do a little drop of hot glue to get this to stay more permanent. Because I did poke, which I was shocked, the little brad. The brad went through 2 layers of paper and canvas without me having to poke a hole. So, that was a good little brad. But this fell off. So I gotta figure a way to get it to stay. Okay. There is a little... Here we go. I thought I left... I know I left room. Why won't you attach? Oh, it's being bratty. You guys, it's being so bratty. Anyways, okay. So once I get that permanently attached, it will swing to and fro on my little doodad. But check it out. I painted the edges gold with some paints that I have. I added a touch of gold to the fabric in a couple little places. Look at that. This little guy, he's a Whimsy Stamps Digital. I think it's Lestat. But if you go into their digitals and type in steampunk, they're going to pull up like 5 or 6 different images. And he is one of them. And I put another one. There's her. So they're both the Whimsy Stamps digital printouts. I just made them the sizes I needed. I made him, you know, big enough to go over my skull. And I made her big enough to fit in this area. Because I didn't want her going over the fold or sticking off the page. And of course I colored her dress black. And did the greens as highlights. Gotta love that. And that is a little Tim Holtz pumpkin, which goes with those pumpkins. But yeah. And so, yeah, I had a lot of fun. And all the little messages. This is a owl from Anthony's Paper Crafts. And I just elongated the tree. Get it? I'll always love you. That's from a different stamp set though. And then yeah. Oh, that's another Tim Holtz stamp right there too. And then, 143. Okay, guys, what is 143 code for? You guys got to know what 143 is code for. Oh, and on the back, it says later Gator, because it's not the end of our story. Isn't that cute? That's right, Ms. Pam. Ms. Pam's got it. 1 for the I, 4 for the love, and 3 for the you. Isn't that lovely? Lovely little sentiment. Someone who can't count. 143. No. 143. Did I get it on there this time? Okay, I got it on there. Yay. So, oops, now my frog took a nosedive. But yeah, see, now it can wiggle and people can flip through all the little bits. Look at that. Oh, so fabulous. Oh. And I just used a paper pad. That's why everything kind of looks good together. Except this was different paper. But 143 is I love you. The number 1 stands for the 1 letter I. The number 4 stands for the 4 letters of love. And 3 stands for the 3 letters in you. Y-O-U. So 143, yeah, if you want to send somebody a little bit of code, you can code them 143. If you guys like vinyl, 143 vinyl, get it? I love you vinyl. Yeah, so it used to be 360 vinyl, I think, and then they went to the 143 vinyl. If you're wondering, that's what that means. 143 vinyl. I love you vinyl. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to glue that down because it keeps popping up. So I'll just dab a little hot glue in there. So our fluffins and stuff. But yeah. It's all done. So I just got to take pictures, figure out how to take pictures, and then prop it up in the living room and see if the hubby actually flips through it, because it's his birthday present, because his birthday is on Halloween. How fun is that? So yeah, thought I'd share that with you guys. I'm just going to go through and check some comments before I say this was a short night. The nights to come may not be so short. So enjoy the shortness of this one. Yep, gotta have a green dress. Stick mine together with Fabric-Tac. Yeah, that's some good stuff. No falling apart in this club. We'll keep you together. Thank you. All right. Crystal's got a big storm and some heavy rain. I want a storm. I like storms. All right. So, yes, Ms. Pam sending out hugs and hellos to those quietly watching, and I appreciate it. But that's it, my friends. Who knew this card would be so quick, and it was just a last-minute idea. Ugh, so happy with him. He's fabulous. Oh. Yes, Yvonne. Hello, and goodbye. I appreciate you guys oh so very much. Check out Wednesdays. We will be doing a Papercraft Wednesdays, not necessarily Halloween, except for the one day I have tea on the 26th. We're going to be doing some fun, grungy stuff. So, well, I'm not done. Who's on next? I don't know. I'm going to go eat my dinner. That's what I'm going to go do. And, yeah, so thank you all for joining, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.